Do you want to work for less than $15 an hour? Do you enjoy driving short distances, getting in and out of your car, and waiting in long lines over and over again? Do you just love to smell good food all day long without ever being able to eat it? Then DoorDash may be the side hustle for you. Hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I try different side hustles to try and figure out what are the best ways to make money when you don't have a lot of time on your hands. This week I tried out DoorDash, and as you can tell from the intro, I didn't really enjoy it, but I still want to go over it just so anyone that's interested in doing it can learn how. If you're one of those people, then all you need is a phone, access to a car, and be at least 18 years old. With that being said, to get started it's pretty simple. You just need to create an account, fill out a little information for a background check, and then submit a W-9 form. And for those of you that don't know what a W-9 form is, it's basically a way to file as an independent contractor on your tax forms. This is good for two reasons. The first being that you don't have to pay your taxes till the end of the year, meaning that you can use that money to invest in other side hustles. The second reason is because you can write off any expenses that you incur while dashing on your taxes at the end of the year. These expenses in the context of DoorDash would include gas and any car maintenance costs. Now, once your background check has been approved, you're ready to start dashing. When you open up the app and begin to take your first order, you'll see that it asks you to either schedule your dash or dash now. If it asks you to schedule your dash, it may mean that the area that you're currently in has too many dashers. This is because DoorDash wants to have its workers only in areas where there's a demand for dashers. This is so they can control their supply of dashers, so that way there's not too many or too few in an area at a given time. If you want to make the most money while dashing, there are specific times of the day where you'll make more money than others. It makes sense because you'll get more orders during times of the day when there's more demand for food like lunch and dinner time rather than oddball hours. This is why doing DoorDash full-time doesn't really make sense, but part-time does, because you can just go in, work for a little bit, and then be done. If you are thinking about doing DoorDash full-time, however, I would recommend combining it with another service like Uber where you can maximize your time spent working. The next thing that the app will ask you is if you want to earn by time or earn by offer, which I would almost always choose to earn by offer. The reason for this is because when you get a dash while earning by offer, you'll get to see how much the customer is planning on tipping you, as well as how much DoorDash is planning on paying you. Earning by time doesn't give you any information on how much the customer is planning on tipping you or how much time the dash may take. By earning per offer and knowing how much money you'll make for that dash, you can decide if it's actually worth doing or declining it. Be aware that if you pass on too many orders, however, your acceptance rate will go down. DoorDash is smart and incentivizes its workers to stay above an 80% acceptance rate. If you're below an 80% acceptance rate, DoorDash claims that you'll make less on your orders because they prioritize the high offers to the people that have a higher acceptance rate. I, however, think this is debatable because I never saw a difference between how much I was making with a higher acceptance rate or a lower acceptance rate. And I just want to mention that I did the calculation, and on paper it made sense that I would earn more by time. With DoorDash's hourly rate of $11.50 an hour, it just made sense that earning by time would make me more money at around $20 an hour, which is awesome. That was until I realized that DoorDash only pays you for your time spent serving the customer, meaning going to get the food from the restaurant and dropping it off at their house. They do not, however, pay you for your time spent waiting for an offer or the amount of time that it takes you to drive back to your area. This stinks because sometimes offers are 30 to 40 minutes away, and DoorDash won't allow you to receive any more offers until you return to the area in which you're assigned. That means that there's a lot of time that goes by without you receiving any money just for driving. And like I said, I wasn't too thrilled about DoorDash, but there were some positives that I saw with it that may make it a good side hustle for you. The first positive is that you get paid once a week, more specifically on Mondays, meaning that you can go out and work on a Friday or Saturday and get that money within 2 to 3 days. Another positive is that you can do it whenever without any commitments, meaning you could just get off work from your 9 to 5 job and then go dash for a few hours and then be done. The last positive that I found came from this guy on YouTube where he talks about money per mile, and he said that DoorDash has an advantage over every other car side hustle because you make more money per mile that you drive. That means that you put less strain on your car per dollar than many of the other side hustles out there. While I think that's pretty cool, there are some negatives with DoorDash that make it not worth it for me to do as a side hustle. The first being that while you're not putting as much strain on your car as other car side hustles, you're still putting a lot of strain on it for little reward. Think about it, for every mile that you drive, it's depreciating your car's value. For me, who drives a 2008 Toyota RAV4 that's already close to breaking down, it's a big risk to drive that much. With every mile, I can literally feel my car's life being sucked out of it. Another reason why I don't like it, and actually the main reason that I don't like it, is because I don't think you get paid enough for your time. If this was a high-paying job, I'm the type of person that will do it no matter how miserable it is. This, however, isn't a high-paying job, and I personally don't enjoy it. You can literally do so many other side hustles and get paid way more than the amount that DoorDash pays you. I don't think you should settle for below the hourly hourly rate when you could just do something else. I also don't like DoorDash because I honestly think it could be so much better given how it is right now. I'm a big fan of broker apps, and what I mean by this is an app that connects a business to a person with the app just working as the middleman. Great examples of this are Uber, Wag, and Airbnb. These services do a great job of connecting businesses with people in need of work and those people with people that want that service. The app provides the organizational structure, businesses provide the tangible service, volunteer workers provide the labor, and then consumers provide the fuel that brings it all together. The issue I have with DoorDash, however, is that there seems to be a disconnect between the app and the businesses. In my experience, over 50% of the time I would go to a restaurant and have to wait 10 to 20 minutes because the food wasn't ready. I'm sure there's many reasons for this, and DoorDash may not have an easy way of fixing the problem, but the fact of the matter is that wait time is the main reason why you can't make more than $15 an hour. Not making $15 an hour really stinks, but there's also other personal reasons why I didn't really like door dashing. For example, I don't really like scavenger hunts, so going out and finding a person's apartment in an entire apartment complex was really taxing for me. I also don't like smelling good food all day long and not being able to eat it, so I ended up going out to eat a lot while I was door dashing. The last reason why I didn't like DoorDash is because sometimes I wasn't giving a quality product to people. DoorDash will schedule 2 orders on one route, which is great because you're making more money, but sometimes the second customer will have to wait 30 minutes after the food has come out of the oven before they're able to eat it. I just don't like giving low quality, soggy food to people. With that being said, I'm interested to hear if I missed anything and if there's anything I could have done to make DoorDash a better experience. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have success in your side hustles.